Welcome to PC Hardware Therapy and to today's unboxing of the Fractal Design Node 304 mini-ITX case. Founded in 2007, Fractal Design brings Swedish design to the PC cases, cooling fans, power supplies, accessories, with their defined series of cases bringing them to the limelight in 2009. Today, they offer 8 different lines of cases, of which the Node 304 sits in the middle between the smaller 202 and the big boy, the Node 804. Now, one of the unique features of this Node 304 is that not only you can fit in a full-size dual-slot graphics card in this case, but it can house up to 6 3.5-inch hard drives, making it perfect for a home NAS server. There are not many cases in the market that can do that in this size bracket. And it is for this reason I have bought this case, because I'll be building a mini-ITX NAS home server. So if you're interested in that upcoming video, be sure to subscribe to get notified when that video is released. The case comes in either black or white, and what we have here today is the black version. On the side of the box you find all the specifications, and at the back all the standout features of this case. But don't worry, we'll be discussing these features all in detail. So without further ado, let's open the box and check the case out. We have a manual, here is it in all its glory. The case is made out of a combination of steel and aluminium and weighs 4.9 kilograms. Size wise, it's a much small but roomy ITX case with a volume of 19.2 liters. It is 250 mm wide, 210 mm high and 374 mm deep. On the front we can see the power and hard drive LEDs. On the top and bottom of the panel houses air ducts for the fans, which are hidden behind this front panel, which is made out of aluminum, which we will look at in a moment. The power button and the 2 USB 3.0 ports and the audio out and microphone jack are tucked away nicely in the corner to achieve a flush metal finish in the front, which looks pretty nice. You will have no problem putting this in the corner of your living room. Also on this side of the case you will see a duct. This is the exhaust of the power supply, which like any other shoebox case will sit in the front of the case and suck fresh air out from the bottom of the case, where you will find not only a space to suck fresh air in, but also a nice dust filter which can be slid like this and removed for easy cleaning. And the best part is you can slide it in like so to put it in place. Also in the bottom you will find 4 rubber feet which are prefixed, and it provides a solid ground for the case and it will not move. Then on the left side of the case you will see a big duct to intake fresh air for your graphics card. It includes a non-removable dust filter behind this grommet. And with that we come to the back side of the case, and here you will find a power input, space for 2 expansion slots, and an included 140 mm silent series R2 fan running at 1000 RPM. To open the case, you have to unscrew these 4 screws, and the whole side and top connected panels come off, reminiscent of many cases from the 90s era. Here you can see the removable dust filter. Actually it's not removable. And also on this side, but this is an exhaust for the power supply. The case follows a 2-tone design, meaning the hard drive holding brackets, the fan fins and the PCI Express slot bracket have the opposite color to that of the case. So for this black case, these come in white, and if you buy the white version, then these will come in black. This definitely helps pop these details out when you're looking inside the case. However, you will hardly notice the color differences when looking from the outside of the case. The case supports full-length graphics card of up to 310 mm in length and a max thickness of 45 mm. However, do note that you have to sacrifice on one of the hard drive brackets in order to fit a long graphics card. And if your graphics card is longer than 170 mm, this might conflict with your ATX PSU, that in this case, if it's longer than 160 mm. So definitely something to take into account before buying any components for this case. Now let's have a closer look at one of these brackets. And in order to do that, you have to unscrew one of these screws. As well as these thumb screws. It has a nice Fractal design logo, as you can see. Each bracket can take two 3.5-inch drives or two 2.5-inch drives. It has anti-vibration rubber pads, which is a nice touch given that this case is aimed for having multiple drives spinning 24/7, and with the help of 3 brackets you can fit up to 6 hard drives. The case supports mini-ITX as well as mini-DTX motherboards. However, a quick search on PC part picker does not reveal a lot of mini-DTX motherboard options being readily available today. But when they do, the case can certainly take them on. You can also fit in a tower style CPU cooler up to a height of 165 mm. Just in front of the hard drive mounting brackets, as you can see, there are two 92 mm cooling fans running at 1300 RPM. They also have their own dust filter in the front. So let's open this panel and see where they are. To take this panel out, all you have to do is pull from the bottom of the case. It helps if you pinch the plastic things inside. Then you don't have to apply a lot of force. So all the cabling for the I/O on the side. And here you see the two 92 mm fans. So to take the dust filter out for these fans, all you have to do is pinch on one of the sides and lift from here, and it comes off easily and can be washed. Let's put this back on, and I want to tell you one more thing about the fans. All 3 fans in the case are controlled by an inbuilt fan controller, which is here. And you can switch between low, medium and high speeds from the back of the case. Isn't that handy? Let's take a closer look at what else do we get inside the case. These are the fan cables. You have your typical power supply cable, which is here for your power supply, which will be facing downwards and exhausting air out from the side. You've got the fan cables and USB 3.0 cable and the regular, there is a USB 2.0 cable that needs to go in the motherboard, but actually there is no USB 2.0 slot here. Oh, this is the HD audio cable. And we have hard drive LED, power button and power LED cables. Okay. And what do we have here in the accessories? Bag of screws, really nice black screws. Some nice screws to mount the hard drives. Zip ties. for some cable management. And speaking of cable management, as you can see, once the power supply is in, there is a little bit of room here to stick some cables at the back. But I don't expect that you will have a lot of room to do cable management if you're fitting the case with 6 hard drives, because this case does not have a back plane like some of the other cases like the Silverstone 380. But that should not be a problem if you don't plan to constantly add and remove hard drives. Some screws which have fallen off from the packet and 4 motherboard mounts. All in all, it looks like a very solid case, and if you are looking to build a mini-ITX home NAS and plan to expand to 6 hard drives, there is not much competition in this space right now. I will be building such a home server and NAS, so stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you wish to, and click on the notification bell. For now, peace out, bye for now.